Hello guys, welcome back to my 16th commentary video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic that you don't really learn in school, right? This is the only kind of area you can learn this type of information. So make sure to strap your boots in and get ready for this video, because this is going to be a pretty cool one, so you're going to want to be ready for this one. So, what am I talking about? I'm going to be talking about how iPhones are made. Now you're probably wondering, oh, iPhones are made from taking iPhone parts and putting them together. And that would technically be true, but that's missing out on a lot of the detail. So you guys need to learn more of the detail if you want to be sort of proficient in this topic. So that's actually why I'm making this video today, so you guys can be more proficient in this topic. So the first step to making an iPhone is you have to actually I'm gonna describe a little situation first. iPhones are not all made in one place. iPhones are made in very different places, and these places are called factories. So basically, there is a factory in the world. Depending on where it is in the world, it makes different things. So one factory would make the batteries, and then another factory would make the screens, and then another factory would make the home button, which they got rid of. So rest in peace to the home button factory, 'cause they're probably out of business now. Unless they're secretly making old iPhones on the side, then that would be pretty good. But yeah, so they're all made in different locations, so never trust where your iPhone is made from, because it'll be a bunch of different locations. So, with this in mind, what are they actually made of? So, I think the battery has minerals or something, and then the screen is made out of touchscreen material. So yeah, so the screen's made out of touchscreen and kind of out of glass, and that's what the back is also made out of. I actually don't know if the screen's made out of glass. It's probably like plastic and stuff. But yeah, so different countries can make different parts. We already talked about that. And then at some point, it all goes to a big, massive building. Like they'll have a warehouse. It'll be the size of like Texas or something, like really, really big. Even though Texas isn't really that big, it's smaller than... I got like no armor. I mean, sorry, that's wrong. Texas is really big. I'm sorry if I offended any of the Texas viewers. But... does he know you can't get diamonds from mining that? Here's a stone pickaxe. What are we doing? No! I'm gonna die. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it all goes to a big warehouse, and then the people in this warehouse basically take all the stuff and put it together. So they take the screen, they take the battery, they take all the juicy little stuff that's kept in the iPhone, and they put it all together. Now, I heard they do have fluorescent lighting in the building, which does make this a pretty serious topic, because actually I don't really know what fluorescent lighting is. I heard about it in chemistry once. But yeah. So they have fluorescent lighting, and they build the phones, and they're very serious. So, what do the people do in the warehouse? Basically, they operate these robots, which are called robots. And what the robots do is they build the iPhones. So, they have the human that operates the robot, and then the robot builds the iPhone, and then it's just kind of this chain of of iPhone building that goes down the line, and then everyone's sort of involved in a fun little way. Um, I personally, I think I would lose my mind if I was doing this job because I wouldn't want to be pressing a button all day. Playing Minecraft is kind of different because it's pressing a bunch of buttons every day, and so it gives you like a bigger dopamine hit. I don't know if you guys know what dopamine is, but I'm not going to teach it to you. So you can go Google it if you want to learn more, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. So yeah, so basically they all go to the factory, they all press the buttons together, all the iPhones get produced. And then, well, you're probably wondering what happens now that the iPhones are all produced. Well, what they do is they bring the iPhones to the store and then they sell them. So basically they're exchanging the iPhones for money. And then the fact that they're getting the money from this is that's what kind of fuels them to make more iPhones. Because I don't really think they would have any motivation to make iPhones if it didn't make money, right? So the fact that they make iPhones is really beneficial because it helps make them money. So, yeah. So, there is a little bit of a weird thing that might go on sometimes when an iPhone is made, and Apple doesn't actually reveal this to anyone publicly, so don't tell them that I'm telling you this. But some of the iPhones are made wrong. Dun, dun, dun. I know. This is probably a shocker to everyone who's a big iPhone fan, just like me. And you're probably wondering, well, like, what does that mean that the iPhones can be made wrong? And what this means is that some of the iPhones can be made wrong. Yeah. So, when the iPhones are made wrong, this usually means that they probably have a wrong part in them. And now you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Now that means that the iPhones probably have a wrong part in them, which usually means that the iPhones need to be recalled, which is not a fun part of making an iPhone. And this doesn't usually happen when you're making iPhones. Usually you don't need to recall them. Sorry guys, I just tabbed out of my game. So I'm going to tab back in now. But yeah, some of them are made wrong. That's really bad. And I actually have a little bit of a story to go along with this. So one day when I was getting my iPhone, I was in the Apple store, which is actually, that's not true. Because I don't buy my iPhone from the Apple store. I get them from Costco, I think. I actually don't know, so don't quote me on that. But you get your iPhone from Costco, and then one day I was buying my iPhone, and then I had to send it back to Costco because it actually had a wrong part. And then this was really bad because the part that they gave me, they accidentally put an extra big screen on my iPhone. And I was really happy because I was really excited to use my phone and with its new extra big screen. But then the worst thing happened. I got a video on my TikTok page and it was like, you need to recall your iPhone if you got an extra big screen. And I was like, why do I need to recall my iPhone if I got an extra big screen? Shouldn't that be like a gift from them? And then I watched the video even more and it told me, no, it's not a gift from them because they don't want you to have the extra big screen because it's actually just a secret thing they give to some people, but not all people. So I thought this was really rude. I thought that they should be giving it to all people. And then I thought that, you know, if some people get it, then why can't I get it? Why can't I get the extra big screen? So I actually ended up sending a complaint into Apple, and then they haven't gotten back to me, but I'm hoping that if I get enough subscribers, they'll respond to my message. So you guys should subscribe so I can get a response from Apple if you're not subscribed already. So yeah, because that would be a really cool thing, because I could have an extra big screen I don't know why they would only give extra big screens to some people. I think maybe if they're giving it to like a government guy, then maybe he would need an extra big screen. But also, aren't people in the government meant to be smart? So why would they need an extra big screen? Because if you're really smart, that means you can read well. And yeah. So, I don't know why the little government dogs are gonna need bigger screens, because that would be kind of against the agenda. Whoa. Just got a lot of loot. Hey! And we won the game. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on how iPhones are made. This is a really intense video, so it's really intense. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have an amazing iPhone journey. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!